Bexar County Sheriff's Office is continuing to search for those involved in a massive smuggling bust yesterday in Atascosa. At least 35 people have been detained. This all started with a traffic stop by investigators who were conducting surveillance in the area.
U.S. officials have acknowledged sharing intelligence helped it sink a Russian warship last month. However, the Pentagon says it did not provide specific targeting information and had no prior knowledge of Ukraine's intent to attack the ship. It comes as a new evacuation attempt is underway in Ukraine. Hundreds of people hoping to escape the steel plant in Mariupol.
The FDA encouraging Americans to get either the Moderna or Pfizer vaccines over the Johnson Johnso shot, citing a real, though rare, risk of blood clots, normally seen within days or weeks of the shot. Officials say the J&J shot should only go to patients without access to the Moderna or Pfizer vaccines.
Scientists are looking into some reports of symptoms relapsing after taking the COVID antiviral drug Paxlovid. The drug is shown to cut hospitalization risk by 89%, but some patients have said their COVID symptoms have come back even stronger after finishing the first cycle of the drug. The antiviral is recommended for patients with mild to moderate symptoms and at high risk.
Democrats and at least 2 Republican senators are looking for ways to save Roe v. Wade, scrambling to create federal legislation that could protect the landmark case. But even that slim majority is struggling to agree on what the legislation would look like. The Democrats likely won't have the 60 votes needed to stop the expected filibuster by Republicans. Meanwhile, outside the Supreme Court, metal fences are blocking angry protesters from reaching the steps, and inside, officials are scrambling to find the source of the leak.
Inflation worries on Wall Street sent stocks plunging yesterday. The S&P 500 down 3.6%. The Nasdaq falling 5%, their biggest losses in nearly 2 years. The Dow Jones Industrials off about 3%, more than 1,000 points. Investors nervous that interest rate hikes the Federal Reserve is using to battle prices will also derail the economy.
Mortgage rates rising again. The key 30-year loan now up to 5.2%, its highest level since 2009. The average 15-year loan now 4.5%. The increase is anticipating the Fed's announcement this week of a half-point interest rate hike amid indications of more rate increases to come as the nation's central bank battles rampant inflation.
Jean-Pierre will officially become the new White House press secretary next Friday. She will be taking over when Jen Psaki steps down to join MSNBC. Jean-Pierre is making history as the first Black and LGBTQ person to ever hold that position. She is very familiar with the role, having filled in for Psaki on a number of occasions.
Listen to this. A new survey shows the next crop of college graduates have unrealistic expectations about their first job. It shows students expect to make 6 figures at their first job when the reality is half of that. In fact, the survey shows the undergraduate class of 2022 across all majors overestimate their starting salaries by 88%. And that's today's 9 at 9.